If you own a car with a turbocharged engine, you're probably aware that it offers great performance and improved fuel efficiency, making it a popular choice amongst car enthusiasts. However, like any other mechanical component, turbochargers are prone to wear and tear, resulting in various symptoms that can negatively impact the performance and longevity of your vehicle. In this video, we'll discuss the most common turbo symptoms you need to watch out for to avoid expensive repairs down the line. Whether you're a seasoned driver or a novice, understanding these turbo symptoms can help you detect them early and take appropriate action to keep your car running smoothly. Your turbocharger is an essential component of your car's engine, providing you with the extra boost you need to accelerate quickly and get to top speeds safely. It allows you to overtake on the motorway with ease and delivers a satisfying rush of air as it kicks in. The turbocharger adds more air to the fuel mixture by using the exhaust to spin an air pump that pushes extra air into the engine's cylinders, allowing it to burn more fuel and produce more power than a standard engine. The turbocharger adds more air to the fuel mixture by using the exhaust to spin an air pump that pushes extra air into the engine's cylinders, allowing it to burn more fuel and produce more power than a standard engine. Most manufacturers offer turbocharged models in their lineup, which provide smaller engines with the same power output while increasing fuel efficiency. Regular maintenance and the correct use of oil and lubrication are essential to keep your turbocharger working correctly. Keep an eye out for the signs of a failing turbo, and address any issues immediately to ensure your engine's performance is never compromised. A turbocharger is an additional system used by car manufacturers to boost engine power. It adds more air into the mixture by using the exhaust to spin an air pump or compressor. The compressor then pushes extra air into the engine cylinders, allowing them to burn more fuel per second and produce more power than a normally aspirated unit. Turbos run at incredibly high speeds, up to 250,000 revolutions per minute, which means they operate under huge pressures and temperatures. The turbocharger will be paired with cooling systems to cool the oil and hot air. It is essential to understand how a turbocharger works to know how to spot any issues or do maintenance and repairs if needed. This system has become very common because it allows manufacturers to provide smaller engines that produce the same power output while also increasing fuel efficiency. One of the most common causes of turbocharger failure is a lack of oil and lubrication. The turbocharger requires a continuous flow of clean oil to operate effectively, and a buildup of carbon deposits and contaminants can reduce its effectiveness and even cause it to break down completely over time. Another cause of turbocharger failure is foreign objects getting sucked into the turbo through the inlet. Large items of debris, like stones or broken car parts from other vehicles, can cause severe damage to the wheels and blades in the turbo. Additionally, age and wear and tear can also cause turbocharger failure. Overspeeding, excessive exhaust gas temperature, and moisture ingress can also lead to turbo failure over time. One of the most common signs of turbocharger failure is a loss of power and slow acceleration. When a turbocharger is working efficiently, it is supposed to help your car reach higher speeds faster. However, if you notice that your vehicle is struggling to gain speed and isn't as responsive as it used to be, then it might be time to get your turbocharger checked out. Another symptom of turbocharger failure is a whining engine noise. A properly functioning turbo actually makes your engine quieter, but if you start to hear a high-pitched whining sound, it could be a sign that something is wrong. As the problem gets worse, the noise will likely become more pronounced. Excessive smoke coming from the exhaust is another sign of turbocharger failure. If oil leaks into the exhaust system, it can create a cloud of blue or gray smoke, which can be caused by a crack in the turbo housing or damaged internal seals. Finally, if the check engine light comes on, it could be a warning that there's something wrong with your turbocharger. If you notice any of these symptoms, it's important to take your car to a professional mechanic to get it checked out. If you like the video, please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. If you notice that your car isn't accelerating as powerfully as it used to or is slow to react to your input, it may be a sign that your turbo is failing. Loss of power and slow acceleration are common symptoms of a failing turbocharger. Since the turbocharger is responsible for increasing horsepower, a problem with the turbo can affect the overall performance of the engine. Naturally, you'll become very aware of your car's performance and capabilities, so if you notice that it's taking longer to get to speed and can't dance between the traffic like it used to, then checking the turbo should be your first port of call. If you experience this symptom, it's important to have a professional mechanic inspect your turbocharger as soon as possible to prevent further damage or more expensive repairs in the future. When a turbocharger is working properly, it actually makes the engine quieter by muffling the sound of air intake. However, if you start to hear a loud whining noise, similar to a dentist's drill or police siren, it could be a sign of a failing turbo. This noise is caused by the turbo's internal components struggling to operate properly due to wear and tear. As the problem worsens, the noise will become more prominent. It's important to note that whining engine noise doesn't solely indicate turbo failure, but it's definitely a symptom to look out for. If you hear this sound in your car, it's best to get a professional mechanic to inspect it. Taking care of any issues early on can help prevent further problems with your turbocharger down the line. When it comes to turbocharger symptoms, it's important to closely examine the exhaust smoke, as it can be a telling sign of a problem. Thick smoke that is black in color indicates that the vehicle is burning too much fuel and can be caused by a blocked air filter or faulty fuel injectors. Blue or gray smoke, on the other hand, is an indication of an oil leak and can be caused by damaged piston rings or leaking valve seals. If you notice thick white smoke, it could mean that coolant is leaking into the engine's combustion chambers. This may indicate a more serious issue that should be addressed immediately. It's important to note that thin, clear smoke when you start your vehicle is normal and should not be a cause for concern. If you notice any unusual smoke from your exhaust, it's best to bring your vehicle to a professional mechanic to diagnose and fix the issue. If you notice the check engine light on your dashboard, it could be a sign of turbocharger failure. Modern cars have computer diagnostics that can detect turbo faults, and the check engine light appears as a warning to drivers. However, it is essential to note that the check engine light doesn't always indicate a problem with the turbocharger. Other parts and systems in the engine could trigger this light. You should take your car to a trusted mechanic to perform further checks and diagnose the exact nature of the engine problem. Ignoring the check engine light could lead to costly damage and negatively affect the performance and efficiency of your vehicle. Regular maintenance and servicing of your turbocharger can prevent some of the potential issues that cause turbo failure. When it comes to your car's turbocharger, it's important to keep an eye out for symptoms of failure. Loss of power, excessive emissions, a whining engine, and a check engine light are all potential signs of turbocharger problems. It's important to have a professional mechanic diagnose the exact nature of the engine problem to avoid any further damage. A lack of oil and lubrication, foreign objects, overspeeding, age, wear and tear, or other issues can all cause a turbo to break down over time. Regular maintenance and servicing can help the turbo function properly and increase its lifespan. A turbocharger is an important part of the engine that helps improve your car's performance and acceleration. By paying attention to any potential symptoms, you can ensure that your turbo stays in top shape and continues to provide the thrust you need on the road.